just sitting there, luckily unknown what's gonna come. It's just been mind-blowing. Like, this week has been mind-blowing. I'm sorry. And he said, I just thought you were another blonde bimbo.
You are making this girl pregnant. So now you have a girl that is pregnant. What? They say I don't want to be in that situation.
No, go ahead.
Like, don't be the asshole. Don't be the asshole. You know, at this point, I'm like, new problem. Breathe. It's just, I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous. That was a lot. I was not planning to go in this deep details about this, but it just happened, and I was not expecting a little tears. It feels very, very good.
Hi and welcome to Sophie's World. I already prepared the dinner today. This is impossible plant-based, and we have garbanzo beans. Yeah, beans, and we have onions, red onions, and we have garlic. Some pepper, some salt. Before I put it in, I mixed it. So it says, don't forget to wash your hands before you do this. Look at this. Wow. Okay, so the next thing. Here we have rucola, tomatoes, and red onions. And here we have some couscous, and quinoa, and a lot of things. And I'm gonna make a quinoa salad. So we put this on from Trader. So good. Recommend. Okay, so I'm gonna do a feta cheese sauce. I'm just pour some feta in here. Oops, some sour cream. There we go. Some salt and some parsley. A garlic, real garlic. I like to use real garlic. Okay, this is ready. I poured some oil in it too, so it's. I'm just gonna pour it in and mix it. Super simple. Just pour everything in here. I'm just getting summer vibes over this one. Look how pretty. Look how beautiful. You know what time it is? It's time to eat.
Hello guys and welcome back. Light the candle. Be kind. I brought this today too. It doesn't smell anything. This is just for giving us good energy. If it's morning now, I'll give you some good morning energy. And if it's nighttime, I'll give you some good nighttime energy. Yes. There we go. Good energy, good vibes. I want to start saying thank you guys so much for all the love that we got for the first episode. I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. Oh my god, we had so much fun when we were recording it, and I hope you guys felt our happiness. It's gonna be so interesting, and I'm gonna bring a lot of my friends. Not only do you guys get to know me, you guys also get to know my friends. So, super happy about that. I hope you guys saw my Deltopia video. I posted it a couple days ago. days ago. If you haven't seen it, it's down here somewhere on my channel. And for those that saw it, it was a crazy day. We had so much fun though. Yeah, as you guys saw, it ended up in, they're talking about us on the news. Like, I posted a video because this episode I'm gonna do something different. Like, why not? It's episode 2. Let's spice it up. But it's just been the craziest week I have experienced for the longest time. A crazy, crazy week. So I was like, you know what? I need to talk. Yeah, I need to talk. So that's why I posted that vlog. Because I'm not gonna watch my vlog here today. I'm gonna eat and we're gonna talk. I'm excited to try this food. This feels so fresh, like it feels like a summer day. It feels like I just made lunch for everyone and we're going out in the garden back home in Sweden and eating this. And this is also very simple to do. Everything I do is very simple. Oh my, it was just so much flavors. Wow. Wow. And so fresh. It's a really different to eat fresh food. Like, I love this. And the sauce. The sauce. I'm not gonna finish this right now. It's gonna take forever and I wanna talk. Though. Wow. High five, Sophie. Wow. Try this. And you can spice it up however you want. Like this, you can put whatever you want in it. Super simple. Sometimes I put sweet corn in it. Sometimes you can put cheese in it. You can put whatever you want in it. And you can spice it however you want. It's just like cooking is like life. I just realized. Like you cannot be afraid to try new stuff. Like you have to try new things when you're cooking. You have to try new recipes. You have to try new spices, new vegetables. And that's the thing in life. You can't be afraid. You just have to go out there and try new things. Like it's the same in the kitchen. You have to be little curious. When you live life curious, it gets a little funnier, I think. Be brave. That's what I've been doing this week. I've been fucking brave. As I said, my week has been so crazy. It's been a tough week, a very tough week, but it's been a good fucking week. Like I'm grateful for this week. I don't even know when it was this crazy. In so many different ways, like friendships, myself, life, people, and it gave me a lot of sleepless nights. Like I've been up all night by myself thinking and realizing stuff and growing and it's just been mind blowing. Like this week has been mind blowing. I'm just laughing about it at this point. But I wasn't though. Oof, I was not laughing. All of this thinking during night times by myself, it's very healthy. Maybe not during night times, but this moments you take only you with nothing else. It's no phones, it's no TV, it's nothing that can take your attention. It's you and your thoughts. Those moments are so important, and make sure you take moments like that. You can change your brain, you can change your mindset. And I have been doing that, and it's been a work that I've been working on this very, very hard. As I said before, I've been doing a lot of self-work with myself, and it's been just, so I just want to share it with you guys. So I was having one of those moments, and I was sitting thinking, I was thinking about everything, and I just realized I need to talk about this. I want to talk about this. Oh, by the way, Sophie's World. I forgot it in Santa Barbara. My mind has been all over the place, so. But, anyways, so it started, or it ended, with Deltopia. Going back the day after from Deltopia back to LA, sick. Like, we all were sick. Every single person that was on Deltopia, they were sick after. But I had a fever, I was coughing, I'm still coughing. My nose is running, like I'm like, ugh, just dead back home here. I was planning the next episode number 2. And I was like, what should we talk about this week? We were talking about male birth control last week. What should I talk about next week? No idea. And why did I even talk about male birth control? Like, what a boring first thing to like bring up. Like, the first episode, I was like, why did I not just did something fun like right away? 2 seconds in, like we are deep conversation about male birth control. So like, what? And I realized that 2 minutes before I was starting Sophie with Friends last week, and I had saved a picture that I wanted to talk about. It was a fun quote. I wanted to talk about that one. I had it saved for 4 weeks on my phone. I knew where it was, blah, blah, blah. And okay, so I'm like sitting there, everyone is there, we're just gonna start recording, and I can't find the picture. Where the fuck is the picture? I can't find it. I look at Instagram, on my saved pictures, can't find it. My likes picture, can't find it. I thought I saved it on Instagram, took a screenshot, I liked it, so I knew I could find that picture. Anyways, I'm sitting there with my phone. We're recording in 2 minutes. I was like, what the fuck should we talk about? Scrolling on my phone on Instagram, trying to find something. First thing that pops up, male birth control. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, I was reading about that. I heard about that. Let's talk about that. Doesn't matter. Let's talk about that. Everything starts. We starting to talk about that. We talk about pulling out, getting pregnant. We're talking about all of that, and I'm just sitting there, luckily unknown what's gonna come. So I'm just sitting there and thinking. Male birth control, like, yeah, why did we talk about that? Yes. And then I'm like, I'm not on birth control. Have I used any condoms? No. Haven't seen a single condom here. So what have I done? Pulling out. And I'm like, okay. When was the last time I had a period? Why is my boob so big? I'm like, maybe I should take a pregnancy test. I'm freaking out, starting to cry, standing in the shower crying. I'm like, I cannot do this one more time. Like, you know what, I'm done. My friend, she has a pregnancy test, and I'm like, oh. I'm like, okay, I'm not pregnant. I'm like, it's fine. The whole day goes. I don't take this fucking pregnancy test because I'm scared. I go to bed, wake up 5 in the morning. I go straight into the bathroom. I take that pregnancy test. Going back to bed, sitting there a few minutes, going back into the bathroom, and I'm like, I'm not pregnant. Like, I look myself in the mirror, and I'm like, you're not pregnant, Sophie. You're not pregnant. Look down at the stick, and it's red. I'm like, wait, two stripes. What does that mean? Like, where's the fucking thing? Like, okay, 2 stripes, pregnant, 2 stripes, pregnant. I'm like, what? You know, I'm like, and I get so fucking mad at myself. Like, why? I look back in the mirror and I'm like, you stupid. But, okay, I don't have time for this. Like, emotionally, physically, and just overall, like, this is, like, what the fuck are you doing, Sophie? But, you know, it is what it is. I have to fix it. I'm like, okay, Where do I go now? I need to go to Santa Barbara. I need to go to Santa Barbara now. Impulsive. Now. Book a train ticket to Santa Barbara. I'm like, okay, it's 1 p.m. The train goes in 2 hours. I got this, okay? When something pops up in here, it goes like this. Train was booked. I didn't even think that I could go to a clinic here in LA. I was going to my clinic in Isla Vista. Like, they know me, I know them. I don't even need to book a time. Like, I can basically walk in there and they're gonna help me. So, booked, done, and I'm packing my bags. I'm taking a shower. I'm making food. I put it in a little box, and I pack my bag and trying to book an Uber. I can't find an Uber. It doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work. And I'm trying and waiting. I get one. And it takes 5 minutes, take 10 minutes, and this fucking Uber is not coming. So my friend is booking an Uber. She's like, the train is leaving at 3:13, and I will be at the Union Station at 3:09. I'm like, okay, I got this, Jumping in the car, and I'm lucky that Uber driver is amazing, and I'm telling my situation, and I'm like stressed out. I'm like, I need to get on this train. And he's like, I got you. I'm like, okay. And he's just amazing. So we talk the whole way. Like, I don't even think about anything. We just talk. It's traffic. We're standing still, and I'm the whole way. I'm like, I'm gonna be on that train. I will be in Santa Barbara tonight. And he's like, okay, yeah, okay. He's like, yeah. And it's 3:10, and we are 3 minutes away. And he just looks at me. He's like, I wish my daughter was thinking the same way as you do. Life is just easier if you think positive. And I'm like, yes, right? Like, you have to. Life gets very easier if you just think positive. And he was like, I'm gonna tell my daughter this. And he drives me in front of the whole Union Station, and he's just, run, take your bag and just run. And I'm like, thank you, it's like, good luck, God bless you, I'm with you, go, run. And I'm running with my bags, and I have a huge bags with all the whole fucking trap, this wall thing, microphone, computer, it's everything I'm using is in this bag, and then I have a bag with my clothes, and I have food in there, and it's just like, coming there running, and I'm just running and asking everyone at the same time, where is the train to Santa Barbara? Like, everyone's telling me different things, and I'm just running, and I'm running up, and it's no train there. Like, it's 3:16, 17, and I'm still running. It was a guy up there, and I asked him, I was like, has the train been here? Or, is it late? And he said, it left. Straight to the ticket booth. And I'm telling them, I have to be in Santa Barbara, and I just missed this train. Please tell me, is another train today? And she says, yes, 7 p.m. And I looked at her very cute, and I asked her, please, can I use this? Can you change my train ticket into the 7 p.m. ticket so I can go on the train and not pay for another ticket? She said, of course, it's okay. Yes, you can be on that train. Don't worry. I got you. And I'm like, thank you. Go back to the seat. The security guard said, I just saw you running. And I said, yeah. And now I'm here, so obviously I missed it. Just sitting down, my bags, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, what is going on? And I feel my tears are coming. I'm like, no, not right now. No, it's no time to cry. You cannot cry now. You're strong. It's okay. You're on the way to Santa Barbara. It was not the first train, but it will be the second train. Now we're gonna sit here for 4 hours. So it's just, you do the best of the situation. I have my computer. I have my food. I'm eating my food, and I'm working. And I told myself, it was a reason why you would be on this train. Because I realized, okay, so I will be there at 10. So everyone will be downtown in Santa Barbara being drunk I'm gonna be there with all my bags and sober. So I went to the store, walked 20 minutes, a good little walk in Koreatown, very pretty, buy myself a drink, walk back. I'm there for 4 hours, so I'm talking to the staff that works there. They're talking to everyone. Like, people are sitting there a very long time too. Like, I start to recognize people. And when I'm leaving to go to my train, the security guard, she's like, "Hey guys, he's going to Santa Barbara too." And she pointed at a guy who's been sitting there the whole time. I was like, "Oh, you are?" It's like, "Yeah." So we walk together. We start walking together. I was like, "Perfect, a friend." Right away, we become friends, okay? And it's just such a good energy and good conversation. Like, we have so much to talk about. It's just going on, like, blah 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 blah. I need to. He gave me this book. Like, how amazing person. He's like, "I just finished this book and I think you should have it." I'm like, I'm like, wow. And yeah, I just forgot everything that was happening. He was just amazing, and he gives me a book that says, "Change your thoughts, change your life," and that's basically all I've been talking about the last 3 months. Like, I need to change my mind. So, and it's a big book, it's a long book, but I will read this book. And it was just like, I just finished my book like 2 days ago, and I told my friends, I was like, "I need a new book." And I met a fucking friend. Like, he was just so amazing. He was so amazing. And I told him, I was like, "I missed the train." And I told myself, it's a reason why you missed this train. And he told me, "I missed the train too. I just got from Mexico back here." And now we're here. I was like, wow, like, life really just, sometimes bring you together with people. One of those moments you just have to be thankful and just be happy. This guy just tells me that he's like so happy that I'm sitting here talking to you right now. I'm like, "Same to you. I'm so happy that I met you." It was just so, like, wow. And then he says, "Yeah, I never thought someone like you would talk to me." So I'm sitting with a guy that is Hispanic. He's a big guy. He has tattoos from here down. But that was not even something that was crossing my mind when I started to talk to him. I saw a guy in my age, and it just made me sad that he has to think like that, and he just telling me that, just because how I'm looking, people are judging me. Just because I have tattoos, people will judge me. People think in 3 seconds that I'm in the gang, that I'm a criminal, and you're a little Swedish girl sitting here talking to me, and we have so much to talk about. He's like, it's just so wonderful. And it's just so sad that so many people are afraid to talk to each other because you're afraid that of the thing that isn't like you, that's not normal and comfortable for you. But being fucking comfortable is the most dangerous thing ever. Like, you have to go out there. And I think everyone, doesn't matter where you're from, where you believe, your skin color, your childhood, it doesn't matter. If, we all have our past. We all been going through stuff. And I think we can find stuff in everyone. But we just have to drop this judgment of people. Stop judging people. Be brave and talk to someone that doesn't look like you. Live your life as you cook. Try new spices. Go out and try new things. Go out and talk with new people. And if you never try, you never learn. So just try. Try to talk to a stranger. I was just very grateful for that situation and that person, and that I met him, and that we had this talk. And now I can sit here and talk about this and tell you guys about this story. And it just makes me sad. Anyways, I'm getting ready on that train. I was doing my makeup and I was drinking my drink. Where the fuck should I put my bags? I have one friend who works there. Texted him, was like, he's at work. I'm like, perfect. Can I leave my bag in your car? Coming downtown, I'm a little drunk. Like, I've been sipping on that thing. Like, I'm a little drunk. I'm walking into the club, like, The security guard outside the club, they just looked at me like I worked there. I'm like, hi, hi. Walked in with my bags and put it in his car, and I changed it in his car. And I walked in, looked in the mirror, and said, okay, let's go. And I went out partying, did not think about my problem at all. I said to myself, you cannot fix it tonight. You going out and having fun. This is a problem for tomorrow. Friday comes up, I go to the clinic, I'm getting tested. She comes in and she's like, you're pregnant. I'm like, yeah, I know. She's like, what do you want to do? Yes, I want to take this away, thank you. Fast. And she just looked at me and she's like, yeah, you're week 12, so, and a lot of clinics doesn't do it up till week 12. You're gonna need to make some phone calls. And, at this point, I'm like, okay, new problem. Breathe. I'm like, okay, thank you, bye. And she's like, I'm so happy that you came here when you have a problem. I'm like, yeah, yeah, me too. Every person I know is on the beach drinking, having fun, and I'm walking down there because I was on the beach earlier, so all my stuff is on the beach. I'm walking down there. I'm walking straight out in the water. I cry for 30 seconds and I walk back and I'm like, whoo, let's go. So me and my friend, we leave and we go to the house. We're like, okay, we need help now. So we started to look it up, search everything. Everything's closed. It's Friday. It's 4. Everything's closed. My friend is starting to read about this and she's like, you're not going to get this done. Like, this is so hard if you are after week 12. Like, she's sitting there. She's like, they're going to make you keep the baby to week 24. And blah, 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 blah. Just, I'm like, shh. I'm like, I don't need to hear this right now. I have to focus. I cannot do anything about this right now. I will figure this out tomorrow morning. And I stayed home that night, did not sleep a lot of hours. When I woke up, the first thing I was doing, it was start calling people. One person is saying one price, one person is saying another price. Like, it's so expensive, it's so much money. And I have one woman, she's like, yeah, okay, so this is gonna happen and this is gonna happen. You are in week 12, it's gonna be a surgery, it's gonna be a protest outside our building, it's gonna be people screaming at you, but they cannot harm you. Just walk straight in, and if they do something, the security guard will help you. I'm like, what? $1,200, a surgery, 8 hours in the hospital, people screaming at me. I'm like, it's so much. She's like, okay, it's $1,200. Do you want me to continue the booking? I'm like, I don't have $1,200. She's like, okay, bye, click. What? She's so rude and not, just, I'm like, okay. I'm on the phone the whole morning. And no one has time for me this week. They're like, can you come next week on Thursday? I'm like, no, I cannot come next week on Thursday. I'm gonna be in fucking week 14 next week on Thursday. I need to do it now. So I'm on the phone calling LA now. I'm sitting calling LA. Finally, I found a place. $700. I'm like, okay. And they have a time on Monday. I'm like, okay. I have a time on Monday morning. Everything's good now. And at this point, I'm surrounded around my closest friend in Santa Barbara. So I just, at that point, I can't be strong anymore. And I'm just crying. I don't want to do this one more time. Like, why am I so fucking stupid? This is just one, like, a thing you don't want to do. I did it twice already, and it was terrible. And it's just not physically, it's in your brain. Like, it's hard to understand if you've never been pregnant, but it's just so much emotions and so much thoughts. It's a child you have in your stomach, like in your body, and now you're gonna kill it? But I have to. I'm in a situation that I have to. And I'm very happy that, I find a place that would help me. And I'm happy that I'm in a country that will do this for me. It's so many women out there that does not even have this chance to do it. So I'm just grateful that I will get help. But just so much emotions inside of you. It's just not the pain in here, it's the pain in the body. Like everything will hurt. I'm gonna bleed. I'm gonna throw up. It's gonna fucking hurt. And I will be in a hospital for 8 hours. It's just so. It's not fun. I took one of those long shower on the floor, just sitting there. But I was telling myself, you got this. It's okay. You will learn. It will come something good out of this. Everything happens for a reason. Why? I don't know why this is happening right now, but I will know. Soon this is something you will talk about. You're going through this right now, but you will not go through this soon. And then you can think about everything and cry about that and then move on. And I will find a reason why this happened. So I'm just trying to be grateful on the shower floor, just trying to tell all of this stuff to myself and trying to say thank you. I know I will learn and I know something good will come out of this. I take that shower and I'm feeling fresh and I'm like, okay, let's go. So I'm on a walk, I'm walking on the street, listen to music and try to think about something else. Music and walks helps me a lot. Just, dancing, listening to good music, good vibes. Like I want to laugh, I want to dance, I want to move. I have to put myself up to that energy. I have to help myself. And poof, again, my way crossed with someone else's way, and I'm coming. This person is coming. Poof. Oh, hi. It's a handsome man in the car. I'm usually not saying no to that, so I'm like, hello. So I'm jumping in. He's not a completely stranger. Like I seen him a couple of times before. So I'm not jumping in a stranger's car, Mom. Anyways, we drive away. We drive down to the beach, and we're just sitting there for hours talking. For hours. And now I'm sitting here again with another person telling me that I blew their mind. And I'm just like, wow. And I'm like, you blew my mind. Like, wow. Like, thank you for bringing this person into my life right now. Thank you. I had a shit day. I was just crying, and now I'm sitting here talking to you. If we can talk about anything, I can sit for hours. So I love finding someone that I'm like, oh my God, like, you talk, I talk, let's talk. We're sitting there talking, and he's just looking straight into my eyes, and he's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm like, yes, please. You really blew my mind. And I'm like, thank you. And he said, I just thought you were another blonde bimbo. And I'm like, yeah, a lot of people think that. And he said, no, but like I just saw you downtown. Every single time I saw you, it was, downtown, you were drunk, you were just like, ah! And now I'm sitting here with you and we have conversations that about stuff that I'm not able to talk about with anyone. I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm like, not the bimbo part, but thank you. I'm happy that I was able to change your mind about me. And he just like, yeah, I guess I judged you. I said, yes, you did. It's like, everyone judged me. And he says, everyone judged me too. And now I'm sitting in the car with an African American man and tattoos from up here down. People will judge you. Here we go again. Now I have another person saying, wherever I go, people will always judge me for how I look, and for my tattoos, and for my skin color. People will always think that I'm doing something wrong. And I told him about the guy I met in the train and what he told me. And he said, he could feel exactly the same way, then would never talk to him just because how he looks. Everyone judged me and everyone judged him, but so differently. And it's just interesting to think about, like, would you judge me differently if I was covered in tattoos? Would I still be a blonde bimbo, but now I have tattoos? Would you judge me differently if I was walking with this black man that had tattoos all over him? Just because now we both have tattoos. Would you judge me differently then? Or, it depends who I'm asking. It depends how you look at it. I just think we all should stop judging each other. He made me think, the people that doesn't know me, the people that watch me, you right now watching me, and you only see me on YouTube or heard my podcast or only maybe saw the first episode of Sophie's World. You never met me. You only see what I choose to put out there. So I was thinking, maybe I have to show this part of myself. Just me, sitting, chilling, and just show that I'm not always, oh my god, hi, welcome to Sophie's World. I have a side when I'm sitting down and I can have very deep conversations. And I love that. So I just choose to tell you guys this story and tell you guys about that I got pregnant and get a little deep. So that's why this episode doesn't look like the other episodes, but sometimes the episodes will be like this. Just a little talk. We need to talk. So now I'm sitting there in a car having amazing conversations and have to go back to reality. So I go back home to LA to make a surgery, expecting protesters standing outside screaming at me, and just know that I have an 8-hour long day at the hospital tomorrow. I was not sleeping at all. I was sitting in the couch and I was meditating and I was praying and I was talking with myself and everything up there. And I was writing and writing and writing. Writing helps me a lot. That's write everything down. I needed that night. I really did. It was a good night. It was a very rough night. Very hard night, but it was a good night. And I realized how amazing friends that I have that are helping me out in this situation right now. So my friends, when I get back here to LA, they help me to fix a car because I need a driver. I need a driver that is supposed to be there for 8 hours with me, waiting, and take me home. I'm like, who the hell is going to do this? Who has a car? No one has a car. We're all students. I'm like, ugh. My friend, she fixed a car for the way there. Okay, so I need to fix a car for the way back. And my friends, they're just looking me in the eyes and they're like, we have a car, we will take you there. You don't think about anything else. Don't think about how we will get a car or whose car we're getting there. We will pick you up. Okay? And I'm like, thank you so much. And I just cried because I was so grateful that they were just like, this is a hard day for you. You don't think about anything else except you. We got you. We will pick you up. And I'm like, I'm, so thankful. This situation is not easy to do. You need support. You need someone holding your hand during this. And I will sadly say that it would probably be better if you do it with your friends. They will not disappoint you. Morning comes. So this clinic is downtown LA in a neighborhood that looks like God forgot. I'm like, does people live here? Some parts of America, but some parts of LA is just, whoa. And it's just a brown wall and it's just a little door in this wall. It was no protesters though, it was nothing out there, but it was handwritten stuff all over the floor. I don't remember what it said. I only saw one and it said, God loves you. And I'm like, okay, yes, perfect. Go in and do this now. So I walk in and I have to fucking sign my name on 50 papers and tell my number on 50 pictures, my mail, my address, and sign. And I don't have $700. And so I have to apply for, get this for free. So papers, it takes forever. And they tell my driver, they're like, here, you have to sign these papers. She has to sign papers. My driver has to sign papers. They're telling us, they're like, okay, so you're a driver? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, perfect, you can wait up here in the weight room or in the car. And I was like, yes. I was like, she will be in the car. And she said, yes, if you're in your car, you have to be here every 30 minutes and check in. Me and my friend, we said, okay. And we walked away and we're like, fuck. Like, we cannot have this car. We have to return this car to the person, the owner. We need to fix another car. You cannot be here every 30 minutes. Like, oh my God. Like, just keep it cool. We're not going to tell them yet. I figured this out. One of the girls just taking me in the back to go to the bathroom. So I'm just telling her, I'm like, you know what, like my friend, we borrowed this car and we have to return this car. My friend is going to get another car, but she will be here when I'm done, but she cannot be here every 30 minutes. And she was like, it's okay. If it is it the same driver that left you that will pick you up? And I said, yes. She's like, okay, it's fine. She doesn't have to be here. She can go and fix her car. It's like, thank you so much. So many people have just, has been so helping with everything I need to be helped with this week. So my friend leaves, and I'm still in this fucking room signing papers, and it's just so many girls in there, and it's just it's a very, very poor neighborhood, and it's the whole building, like inside of this building is just, it's a Planned Parenthood. If you go to Planned Parenthood in Beverly Hills, it's not going to look like that. And it pissing me off that if I go to a poor neighborhood, the service you will get, not the service, not the people that work there, they're probably nicer than I are, but the whole room is just cold and sterile. Like, just so cold, like it's just white and it's just plastic chairs. You would never find a Planned Parenthood that looked like that in the rich neighborhoods. And it's just makes me mad. Like, why do you not put the same amount of money in a clinic up in Beverly Hills as you do in a poor neighborhood in downtown? You're the same company. In this room, while we're waiting, killing a child, they're playing Kim's Kardashian's fucking show. Keep It Up with Kardashian. That's what they choose to show on the TV. When it's girls younger than me, 10 years younger than me, sitting here with a fucking wristband, going in to do a surgery, an abortion, and you guys are showing Keep It Up with the Kardashian? What? She's just up on this fucking TV screen screaming about her problem, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, here we sitting. I don't know if I'm not even be able to do this surgery because I don't have $700. And it's just, I don't want to hear her talking about her problems right now. Like, I don't think anyone in this room wants to hear this right now. Girls are crying in here. And everyone is alone. It's obviously a place where people is not okay. Maybe have some relaxed music on the TV and some fucking quotes. And then you just walk into this clinic, you get naked, you get this little fucking dress when your whole ass is out. They put in fucking a thing so you have to walk around like this in this dress, and you just feel like, and everyone just it's just a long white hallway and girls just walking around like this. And one is coming in a wheelchair. All of us is just looking in each other's eyes and just like, I see you. And you see me. With our ass out. And it's just people just walking around, and it's just so not human at all. Like humane. It's not a place for young girls that we have to go through this, and it's just so like, they put us sitting waiting in their like office place on a chair, and they have like a meeting there, and I'm just sitting with blood all over me because this thing and when they put it in, it was wrong, and they did it, and it was just blood everywhere. They're like, don't look, and I just felt like it was running blood on my legs. I'm like, oh my god, I can't do this anymore. Like, I can't handle that. Not the blood, but the nail, the thing that goes inside of me, like. And then they just take us into another waiting room. Sit here. Another white, cold waiting room. And we girls are just sitting in there, half naked. And we're sitting on this fucking plastic chairs. And in this room, they're playing Ridiculous on MTV. And I'm like, what? Like, what situation? Like, what is this? Like, this would never happen in Sweden. Like, okay, yes, I got help, but. And like the people that are working in there, amazing people. The best service I could imagine. Everyone was amazing and made all of this so much easier. And it's definitely not their fault how it looks, but they can choose to put something else on, I think. That's just my opinion. But this would never happen in Sweden. You would never go to a place where you're gonna do an abortion, sitting half naked and gonna go through one of the worst thing you can do as a young girl. And they just playing Ridiculous. It's just, I don't know, I just think it's ridiculous. Like this girl, she was probably like 10 years younger than me. Like, did you have anyone that supported you? Did you have good friends that took you here? Are you okay? And just how many girls are sitting in there every single day by themselves with no one to support them? Or even worse, maybe someone, hurt them because they're in there. Maybe someone will hurt you when you get back home. It's just a situation that is just so fucked up. Like, we need better support. Like, why is it no one in there talking to us? Have someone sitting in there talk with us. I don't know. It's just, we can do so much better, I think. And then the ultrasound. I'm just laying there, You guys know how it is. Or some of you guys do. You're just laying there with the legs wide open. And someone sitting between your legs. And she just looks at me. And she looks up at me and she said, I need to tell you what's on this ultrasound. And I'm like, okay. She just looked me in the eyes. She's like, it's twins. And my head, I'm like, twins? Have I been walking around for 3 months? The whole time I've been back from Sweden, I've been walking around with twins in my stomach. No wonder why I was exhausted and tired and all over the place in my mind. I had twins. When she told me that, I was like, what? I could do twins? I was like, I got happy and then I got sad. I'm killing 2 babies now. Like, my whole body, I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, twins, it's 2. Okay, I'm like, okay, it's 2. I'm killing 2. Like, my mind, I'm killing 2 babies. And then she just telling me, one of the twins died in week 8. I lost, one of them died. Then I got sad, like, okay, I only have to kill one, but one of them died. And then she looks at me and she's like, the other one died a couple of days ago. And I'm like, okay, I don't have to kill anyone today. They're already dead. I'm sorry. This was 2 days ago. So I'm a little shaky. I'm sorry. I lost both of them. They both died. I don't even know. I don't know what was going on, but it was just so much at the same time. She said, I have twins. Both died. Okay. Now she's like, yeah, so we have to change the paperwork. Now it's not about abortion anymore. Now it's a miscarriage, blah, blah, blah. You have to sign papers. Are you fucking kidding me? So she leaves the room. Me laying there. My mind is just... Then she comes in and she's have more paperwork that I have to sign because now they changed. One word! In all this papers. Like, what are you even gonna do with all this fucking papers? And I'm laying there half naked with my legs up and signing papers that, okay, now you're gonna take away this. Okay, now it's just like, now, okay, I'm saying that you're taking out my 2 dead kids. It's just, okay. She couldn't wait. I couldn't do that after. I have to do that when I'm naked. Like, are you done down here? And then just back to the waiting room, watching Ridiculous. And the girl was sitting there, and then they call my name, and I just look at her and I say, good luck, you're strong. And she said, thank you, you too. I said, thank you. And then they take you into this cold, cold room. Like, it's a huge, huge room. It's just so cold and sterile. Everything's it's just a big silver chair in the middle of the room, and it's just 4 women in there. No one talks to me. Like, everyone is quiet. No one says anything. And just the woman that walks me in and put me in the chair, and everyone is just doing their thing, and like, everything is like this. It's just so like, it's their work. I understand. This have to go fast. Like, we have another one after you. I'm in this chair, and she took one of my feet, she take the other feet, and tire me up. She's like, hook, hook, and being stuck is the moment that I cannot even talk about it. When someone's holding me, like, I freak out. When she's doing that, first of all, like, I understand why you're doing this. I'm gonna be asleep and my legs maybe fall down during the surgery. Of course, my legs has to be up there, but do it when I'm sleeping. Like, god damn it, wait. Like, this is very, like, not for me. Like, okay, I was breathing through that. I was like, okay, it's okay, you're gonna sleep soon, it's okay. But imagine if someone is in here got raped. Maybe someone tied them up and raped them. Like, wait. That was a very, like, relax. I'm asleep in 2 minutes. You can do that after. So, like, everything is just, like, so fast. They are taking this out and they're putting something in and something else in, and it's blood, and I'm like, ugh. And then this lady is just walking up to me and she's like, hello. She's so cute. She's like, I'm gonna help you today. Hi, Sophie. And she's just touching my shoulder, and she's like, everything is gonna be okay. You're safe. You're good. And everything is okay. And you're gonna fall asleep very, very soon. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And then I fall asleep. I have no idea how long it took. I think it took 10 minutes. I think they told me it took 10 to 15 minutes to do this. $700? $1,200 in Santa Barbara? I'm waking up in a fucking chair that is in a row like this. It was a fucking trap. It was something. It was fabric here, but I can still see the chairs and the people. And you see one girl's in a wheelchair like this, and another girl is walking out there, and I'm laying there in this white thing, and I'm just so high. So I'm like, I'm gonna be here for a while. I don't want to get out of this chair right now. I will wait. But then when I got a little tired and I didn't want to lay there anymore, I was not that high anymore. I realized when I move my finger, it's beep, 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 beep. So I started to move very much, and then someone walked up to me and she's like, "Your driver is here." And I'm like, "Yeah, she's here." And I was just so released that my friends, they got a car and they're here for me. Like, of course they would. Like, I knew they would, but it's just so nice to hear. She's here. My driver's here. And I don't even remember changing clothes. I don't remember who was in the car. I don't remember. I remember saying hi to my friend in some parts, but then I was just in my couch here in my living room, crying and just in pain. And I was like, what just happened? What happened? I'm like, what did I go through? And it was just over. Now it's over. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And then I'm just out here with my friend and we're just in the couch, switching between crying, hugging, screaming, being very, very mad from being to be very, very happy and grateful and strong. And I'm like, I'm stronger than ever. Like, oh, and then crying. And then, it's a long night. I'm just realizing so much stuff. And I'm just realizing that I was so strong during this. And I would not be able to be this strong during this whole thing if I haven't been working on my mindset and how I react in situations nowadays. Because I picked myself up and I said, "You got this, girl, let's go." And I needed to, I had to. And I just realized how much I changed my mindset and how fucking strong I become. So I'm very proud of myself that I walked out of this stronger than ever. And now I'm like, I'm gonna handle every situation after this so differently and so much better with so much fucking power and believe in myself. And I have the best support team around me that I could, only imagine. Wow, wow, wow. And everyone just stepped up and, being that friend that you need in some situations in life, you need people in your life. Like, if I fall, I need you to pick me up. Pick me up and make sure that I'm, moving and I pick you up. That's kind of people that you need in your life that picks you up. Some people did not pick me up. They said, "You can lay there. I'm gonna walk this way." Lesson learned. Lesson learned. And then I was sitting there in my couch, realizing that it was probably a reason why that picture disappeared from my phone and why that male birth control picture showed up. And I was sitting there very happy talking about birth control, not knowing that I was fucking pregnant. Of course that picture was gone, and I would find this picture. Of course it was in my feed just that moment, and I just picked it and just, let's go and talk about this. That day that I was in the clinic and I was crying for 30 seconds at the beach, that night I went to my friend's house and we were recording Sophie with friends. So I was like, I'm making an abortion. I'm not going to tell them I'm making one, but I want to know. I want to talk about this. Like, we talked about male birth control, so very naturally to start talking about abortion. Like, what do you do in the next step? But I just wanted to know because I was in the situation. Now I'm pregnant. Like, what would you do if you made me pregnant? So I wanted to talk about it, and I felt that I had to talk about it and just hear what they were going to say. So we were talking about pregnancy and abortion and the guy's responsibilities, and here is how it went. Me and my friends drunk a Friday night talking about abortion when I'm very emotionally not there and my mind is not there either. But yeah, here it is.
Okay, so you guys both were here when we were recording the other episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about birth control
For males.
For males,
Yeah.
yes. Would you guys take birth control? Fast answer?
No.
No.
There are some benefits.
No,
But-
we don't have to go into that. I was
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
wanted to ask if
Yeah,
you
we're
guys
not
would
with
take
that.
birth
This
control.
example, no.
We using condoms, kids.
Baby,
We are all
this
using
is Isla
condoms.
Vista.
No, yeah,
Kids.
and we using
We're
condoms. And I was thinking that we should spin into that, and some weeks I'm gonna give you guys
A condom lesson.
a condom lesson. Yes. No. A scenario.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Down the foot.
So the scenario is coming from the male birth control. So you guys all decided to not take birth control.
We have our reasons.
We're using condoms
Uh,
or not, or pulling out.
And because
You know, condoms doesn't feel good,
and because
And
females
because-
are not forced to take birth
and
control.
females are not forced to take birth
Hey,
control.
what's that
Females.
There's a
Should,
choice.
it's
It's a
50-50.
choice.
No, I think it's 50-50, okay? I'm just saying. I'm going to give you guys a scenario.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah, I like that.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
You guys are with a girl.
We're with the girl.
You guys with a girl. It's no birth control involved, and you guys know that,
Mhm.
okay? It's not condoms involved,
Okay.
okay? So you decide to pull out.
Oh yeah. Used to
You guys pull out.
strong.
And as we said last week, you can get pregnant when you do a pull out.
There's a low chance, but yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Low chance.
Yes. So, the scenario you guys are in, no, you know the birth control. You did not use a condom. You are making this girl pregnant. So now you have a girl that is pregnant. What? They say I don't want to be in that
No,
situation.
go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
What do you guys think is your responsibility? And I'm thinking a situation where none of us wants to keep the baby.
Oh yeah.
Abort
Oh
that
yeah. We
shit.
know
Yeah.
options to do that.
My
Exactly.
responsibility at that point is, nigga,
My responsibility.
I'll
is to
go
make
with you
sure
to
she
the
aborted.
appointment. I'll make sure you're okay 2-3 weeks after the appointment. Other than that,
I mean, me personally, I feel like it's a lot to go through because it's their body and stuff like that. So I gotta kind of be there for them emotionally a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. What did you say, man? What did you say?
Say goodbye. I mean, eventually, Donald, but down. No, I mean, like I feel you, but like
you're making
eventually-
it clear that she doesn't want it either.
No, none
So
of us
what does
want
she
the
want to
kid.
do? So I'm with whatever she wants to do. Then she doesn't want
Yeah,
it.
no,
We're on the
she
same
wants
path.
to get rid of the kid.
Okay, then do that.
Don't. And then,
Yeah.
and then
I'll be with you. Yeah, you want me to be with you when you get rid of it? But
No,
if
we
it's too
don't.
long though, I'm not with it because I'm not with killing kids.
Yeah, but you can't even do it.
You can't even do it
No,
when it's what? What is the line?
24 weeks.
Oh really? Okay.
I don't know. I feel like birth is a
Okay.
beautiful thing.
24 weeks.
Yeah. All right. After 24 weeks, we have
You
to
can't
keep
do
the
it.
baby.
Yeah. you have to
So what
keep
if
it.
she wants to get rid of it?
Like after 24 weeks?
Yeah.
You need to do adoption.
Oh, you have to. You have to.
No, you can't
Or
kill.
you can go.
But what if she
It's
wants?
not
What if she
illegal.
wants
It's
to
not
get rid of
ille-
it, but
it's
the
not
husband wants
legal
to keep
kill
it?
a kid
What
after
if she wants to
24
get rid of it, but the man wants to keep it? Is it still adoption?
weeks? I have no idea.
Nah.
That's
You
a
think
good
that's fair?
If you as a man want to keep the kid by yourself.
You
and
think
the
that's
woman-
fair?
Yeah, no, I don't
Nah,
think
Say
that's
that you ain't gonna
fair.
give
I
me my
don't
little
think that's
nigga like.
fair. I don't think that's
I'm
fair.
so,
No, but that's a
no,
good
it's just
question.
like
though. That's a
yeah,
good
it's
question.
like
If
we
you
should
as a
know
guy-
what happens next.
Yeah,
It should
no,
be
it's
clearly
true.
the dad gets it. You saying you don't know? Damn.
Yeah, I
No,
don't know.
it
I
is
don't
not-
know.
no,
I don't
it
know
is
how
what
that
it is.
goes. Like
Okay.
if the women don't want to keep the baby, but the dad wants to keep the baby,
Yeah.
I have no idea. I guess it's up to the woman if she wants to do that for the dad and leave, or
Wow.
you know, I have no idea. I have no idea.
That's the
I have
real
no idea.
question.
But
I
that's a
get the
very
whole
good
mind
question.
What
body.
would you
It's a
women
good
do?
question.
I get the
Yeah.
whole my body, my choice. You feel me? I get that.
I get that too, but it's also my sperm and my baby. my
My
sperm
DNA
and my
profile.
baby.
Like
Yeah,
if
bro,
I'm
I'll-
fully like, yeah.
But
I
let's
want
be
this
honest,
kid,
I don't
bro,
really
and
know.
the
We don't
girl's
know
like,
really know.
yeah.
Maybe the dad. You said the dad can. Like you, like if the mom don't want it, you can just give it to the dad, right?
It
Like, once the
depends,
baby's
though. Like
born,
if the mom
Like all right,
don't
you can
want
go
it,
buy. I
like
want my
if the
baby.
mom don't want it and
The dad
she's
wants
like, I'm not birthing this child.
No,
I
she
don't
wants. She's gonna birth it, but
Oh,
she don't
okay.
want nothing to do after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
can.
that's easy.
That shit's
Yeah.
crazy, bro. Bitches be like, oh, I don't want to have this kid. Blah 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 blah.
Some women pop it out though, and they look at that nigga and they like, this is mine. It's going nowhere.
Yeah, no,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
It was just, I just wanted to put an end on the birth control thing. This is the situation you can end up in. And I think it's very important for you guys
But also with the
to
females,
take a
if you
responsibility.
let,
It's
don't.
not everyone does that.
But
I wish you guys
but how
will
can we-
do that. I
how can we
hope
put-
and I
how can-
know you guys will do that.
I just don't know how can we put the blame on someone who, if there
I
was
don't
not a
understand
condom
that either.
involved, who's to blame? It's the man.
Exactly. Who's to blame? No
That's
one.
Exactly.
We have
So,
50% responsibility of
I agree.
what happened. Right now. Exactly. It's
that's
not my
deep.
fault. It's not his fault. It's our fault.
Yeah.
That's deep.
You know?
But
A lot of girls is on the other side of that one. That
Yeah.
should have had a condom.
Yeah, it's his fault.
No, definitely not. I think it's both fault.
But no, you
50%
think that.
and
You think
100%.
that.
We're talking about what do
But
the
then
majority.
a lot of girls have to change their mindset about that, and a lot of guys has to change their mindset
No,
about that.
Oh, okay.
If we both
But
are
who-
knowing what's
yeah.
up, okay, it's 50% of responsibility for both of us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, logic, right?
Yeah.
I've kind of like thought about this for a while, like just baby making process in the first place. A lot of people like, oh,
Baby making proxy.
you pull out or like you could get pregnant from pre-cum and shit like
Yeah,
that.
no, yeah.
I'm like, I know
Chances are
motherfuckers
low.
that be blasting and that girl don't get them pregnant.
Yeah.
No, but you
know what I'm saying?
can't
chances are
get
blasting.
pregnant with anyone you have sex with. It's a lot more than just having sex and someone
you
is
think it's
coming at you.
emotional?
No,
No.
not emotional. Not
Hell no.
emotional. Just your bodies. Everyone's bodies doesn't go
Oh, it has the
along.
link. It has the link.
Yeah,
I don't-
everyone's
I
body
don't
doesn't.
agree
I don't
with
agree.
Go
I don't
along.
think that's if you put a fertile male and a fertile woman together.
Yeah,
course they don't
exactly,
get pregnant.
exactly.
If you hooking up with a girl that has infertility
Yes.
in her family,
That's what I was
issues like
gonna
that,
say.
or vice versa,
Or if she just had
it
her
was
period,
hard.
she's more
fertile.
Yeah.
if you have something like that, then it's like that's when like the numbers are skewed.
Exactly.
But, like,
So not everyone gets pregnant.
yeah.
You know, but that's not a chance to take.
We're
Yeah,
not taking
no.
that chance.
Yeah,
We can't- it's
no.
not. We not. We didn't do an ancestry.com before.
We're not with it. We're not gonna keep it.
Look who's here!
Oh, this is
Wonder.
How's it going?
This nigga.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah.
Hello. Hey, come here.
Boy.
I haven't seen you for so long. Come.
Stay out the way, go again.
Like that.
Yeah.
Let's sit down.
Oh my God.
We're just talking, and we're just gonna change the subject right now. So, hello, guys. Welcome to Sophie's World.
Smoking, smoking.
That's all.
We're smoking, we're drinking, and we're talking.
Say
You know?
less.
You know, it's Sophie's with friends, and you all my
Okay.
friends, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You guys are coming in here with the
Got it.
tequila and everything.
Great.
We just finished our conversation.
Bro, I hate
Now
this.
we are recording right now. So.
I'm sorry. What's the
More,
conversation? What's the
more.
topic?
She asked us about
We're just talking
some shit
about-
with some female.
Yes.
No,
Some
yeah.
females?
Some females think.
What's the question?
Yeah,
She
we
said when we
changed it
abort the
now.
baby.
We are.
Ooh.
No.
If the girl wants to abort
No.
the baby.
That
If
was
the girl
not the
wants to?
question.
Yeah.
That
Hell
was not
yeah.
the-
Duh. It's her choice.
We're
Abort,
pro-choice.
Hey,
We did
as
not.
much as
That
I
was
wanted
not
that
the
baby,
question.
you know,
She
I
asked
agree with
us,
a bunch
the
of
girl
that.
doesn't want to have the baby. What is our responsibility in that situation when she doesn't want to have it and you don't want to have it? What is our
Support
responsibility?
that,
You support her.
Just be like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
We're supporting her to get an abortion.
Exactly.
If we
That's
both don't
all we
want it,
talk
why
about.
we-
We're
Yeah,
all
yeah,
on the
yeah,
same
yeah,
page.
yeah, all on the
Yeah,
same
we're on the
page.
same page. That's all we
Yeah,
talk
we all
about.
on the same page. That's it.
This is on purpose or not on purpose?
Not on purpose.
Yeah.
But you have to
So
make
are you
sure
making-
you have
no,
to
no,
mention
but-
the part where she doesn't want it. 'Cause
And
it
but-
changes.
and
It
she-
changes.
That's like the
and
most
she
important part.
doesn't
Yeah,
want it.
exactly.
She doesn't want it. Yes.
Yeah, you have to.
And she doesn't want it. What is your
Yeah,
responsibility?
to make sure we get
And
rid
that
of
was
it.
what we talked
Yeah,
about, but
but
we're
the
gonna
thing is
move
that-
on. We're gonna move on.
What's the next
Yeah, we
question?
already got it.
We're going on to sweet talk. Yeah, so that was our discussion about abortion, and say whatever you want about that. It ended up in a very people were coming in, people were drunk, and they give me a lot of good answers. Like, if you're getting a girl pregnant, no one wants to keep the baby, you are helping her, you are supporting her, and you will be there for the girl after, because they knew that it's not only hard for our bodies to do this, it hurts. Like, it hurts right now. I've been taking a walk for 10 minutes today. It hurts now. And it's just like, so not only did they know it's very hard for our bodies to do this, and definitely, even if it's a pill or the surgery, the pill is worse. If the girl's doing the pill, it's even worse. I was sleeping when they did it. The pill, I did that twice. It's fucking horrible. Pain, just pain. But they also knew that it's very hard for us emotionally, so they said they would be there 2-3 weeks afterwards. And and that's very, very good, as you should. But I was getting drunk, and everyone got drunk, and I felt that I did not have that conversation really how I wanted that conversation to be, because I was forgetting stuff, and I blah blah. Now when I see it, I'm like, I want to say some more things before we leave this subject and move on. So I just want to end this conversation here by myself, just me speaking, no one interrupt me. And I just want to say that it's a lot of young people watching this, and I think it's very, very important to, first of all, have safe sex. If it's not birth control involved, use a condom. You can get it for free. Use condoms, not only for pregnancy, but for STDs. So have safe sex. When you're starting to have sex, have safe sex. Very important. And if stuff happens. Like, I was not expecting this, and my body is how it is, and I got my period, that week 8 when one of the twins died. I was bleeding, not much. It did not come out, but I was bleeding, so I thought I was on my period. But now I was not, and that's why I didn't check it up. I was like, oh, okay, I have my periods, nothing special. But then my next period didn't come, and my boobs and everything, so I was like, I should get a pregnancy test. And I don't think I did a good job of like having the guys. We were all joking, we were kidding. We all know that we need to use condoms, and but it was moments that we were, condoms doesn't feel good. I'm just pulling out, blah blah blah. And I think it's for me to tell you guys that it's not that easy. It's not like don't say that a condom doesn't feel good, blah blah blah. If you're gonna have sex, have safe sex. Like, I learned now. But I always been on birth control. It's just this period that I was not on birth control. So I'm usually always on birth control. So I'm usually not afraid of this. But I also got pregnant the first time when I was on the pills. You can still get pregnant. So I just want to tell you guys that protect yourself, and maybe condom doesn't feel good all the time, but fucking use them. And you don't want to get STDs. That's also like a thing that is fucking and you don't want to get pregnant. So just have a lot of sex, but be safe and fucking respect each other. Okay? Like, as a guy, you can handle this situation very different kind of ways. And as I told you, I had abortion 3 times, so I have 3 different kind of situations. And one of them was a fucking asshole and did not support me at all, and just made the whole experience way fucking worse. And one of them was just like, he did, he was rude, whatever, But one of the guys, he was fucking amazing, and did not leave my side any second. Like, when I told him, when the whole process, the whole thing, like, he was next to me every single time. When I was screaming, when I was bleeding, when I was throwing up, when I was, sweating, he was sitting there. He had a wet towel on my forehead. He was giving me massage. He was petting me. He took care of me the whole time and made sure a long time after that I was okay. So, you can handle this situation very different. Like, don't be the asshole. Don't be the asshole. Be the guy that sit there and have a wet towel on my forehead, please. Any situation, I'm not telling that every situation is like this, and it's a lot of reasons why people get pregnant, and I'm just hoping that if you end up in this situation, both of you just be okay. We figure this out. I help you, you help me. Pick me up, because I will pick you up. So it's a way easier like that. And imagine if we all just picked each other up. That was a lot. I did not think, I was not planning to go in this deep details about this, but it just happened, and I was not expecting a little tears. It feels very, very good. I'm happy that I shared that story with you. If it's someone that goes through this right now, you got this. Even if you're not supported, even if you're by yourself, you got this. When I was in that room, they were tying my feet, and I was so scared. I was just trying to keep strong. I was just laying in there, and I told myself, you are amazing, you're strong, you can do this, and you have every single person that love you in this room right now. Even if they are on earth or if they are up there, they are here right now in spirit, and they will help you. You're not alone. If you feel alone, you have yourself. You pick yourself up. Take that girl and you put her out there and you walk, because you're strong. Maybe you're in another situation. Maybe it's another fucking situation right now that hurts. Keep moving, keep walking. I'm just very, very grateful for this week. It was been stressful, but I'm very grateful. Yeah, but with that, now I'm gonna keep eating my food. Please, please, please leave a comment. Please tell me your story. You find me on Instagram if you want to ask something, if you want to tell me something. Maybe you're in a situation like this and need some advice. Please let me know. Talk to me. I can be a spirit in your room. And please like, comment, share, follow, tell a friend. If you like this, I would be so happy if you just want to leave a little comment down below to me. Thank you very, very much for listening to me. I appreciate you. I appreciate me. We are strong and we got this. Thank you so much. I see you guys next week. So much love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Puss, puss. Bye, bye.